Bentornati, welcome back to the Rimworld. Just a couple of quick announcements before we go back to our game. First of all, I'm recording this, but I still haven't released any of the content, so if you posted a comment on either the first or the second video, I still haven't had a chance to see them, so the offer still stands. If any of you in a comment suggests a cool name for our colony, I will find some way to change it, or at least I try, but I'm fairly confident that that is possible. Then second announcement, I added a few more mods, still in the QOL or UI area. So Common Sense does a bunch of things. Like the most important I think is Pawns will clean the room before starting to use a production station or a workshop, which is most important for the room in which they cook. Dubs Mint menus is absolutely incredible. Is that window I will show you in game that tells you all the things that you can do at that workstation, together with how much those things cost, which is just invaluable. And it has also a search bar. Then show draftees weapon, just because it's so useful to see what kind of weapons your pawns have. And then last but not least, better pawn control, because it lets you save presets for area assignment, which is so useful, especially when in your colony you start having many pawns and many animals with different needs. It would work also in Work tab if it wasn't for the Work tab mod, which I prefer because it gives me more control, and anyway, I still haven't found a use for switching between different work assignments. I mean, it's probably very useful, but I prefer to use Work tab, and it basically invalidates the better pawn control on the Work tab. But anyway, enough about that, let's jump into our game. And here we are back with the Lu family, Lu, Lyle and Joyce. Wait a second, Lu, but actually the name is, yeah, Lia Lu, but she's also called Lu as a nickname. Can I change just the nickname? Lia Lu Lu. So if I change this is the nickname, right? Can I call her Lia? And that's it. That's a bunch, you know, that's much better for me. My poor brain couldn't handle that. So we have a small rice patch, which is good because rice grows real fast when it's the right season. Did I notice that there's a bunch of compacted steel in here? That's very good. That's very good. We have ancient terrors in here, very close to jade, which I'm not too much interested at the moment. These guys are deconstructing this old stuff, which is good because they are probably getting more skill in construction, and none of them are particularly great to begin with at it. Actually, Joyce has almost 7 in construction and also likes it. Joyce is actually probably one of the or the best starting pawns that we have for crafting. But anyway, yeah, that's Willow, our husky, doing good, buddy. In time, we will train this guy to hold. He's selected for training, but nobody's training. Is somebody training? You can handle, and you can both do that. I would like to raise the priority for that, just because that doesn't happen like continuously. They would get a training session and then stop and do something else. So it's probably actually better to have it on the highest priority. We have lodgings, which is cool. We could embellish them a little bit further with not stone blocks, but a marble urn. Can I... Oh, I can do this and then reinstall, of course. So you could go there, and I guess that is a little bit beautiful, right? 5. It's beautiful 5. I mean, it's not beautiful 3000, but we're getting there. We have a bunch of... Actually, it wasn't so bad to settle in here, because every tile that is paved with stone tiles has +1, gives +1 to beauty. So these rooms are actually ugly or neutral. Well, it depends on how much dirt is in there, mixed with a good paving. I need to stop pausing. Like when I play, like just for fun, without recording, I always pause because I like to have control over everything. But for recording, I understand that's totally annoying. So hey, Ambrosia Sprout, jump to location. It's up here. So yeah, pretty far. I will do this. I can go zone, no, orders, and do plan on top of it, so that I kind of see it from afar? Maybe-ish. I'll forget it, I already know. Hey, Megasloth, I'm not gonna hunt you at the moment. Then, yes, we have a couple of things that are pending. So, simple research bench, which is a thing, and a wooden butcher table, actually. Let me cancel this, and for now, the butcher table will go somewhere else. And that somewhere else is... production. Butcher table. You will go right around here. Butcher table will have work speed penalty outdoors. I understand that, but I don't want to mess up my place in here. So let's speed up a little bit, just because I don't like to see them go so awfully slow. Lia, where are you going? Oh, still dismantling stuff, because yeah, I ordered you to do so, and I like the fact that you are doing what I say, or what I suggest. Let's say that. I'm not that tyrant yet. And oh, you went there, you dismantled one single piece and then decided, I had enough, let's go back. How much food do you have, guys? You have exactly 24 packaged survival meals, which will probably, I mean, you eat, what, twice a day? So 6 a day, 4 days? More or less? Should be, if I'm not terribly mistaken. 6 days. In 6 days, we will probably have... Oh, the rice is ready to harvest, actually. So why didn't you harvest? Because I've not told you so. Only one of you can grow. And let me do this, actually. Control-click to expand this. I would like everybody to sow as soon as the action is available, because as far as I understand, sowing crops is practically safe. Like there is no chance of losing anything. But harvesting, on the other hand, has a chance of destroying the crop. So I would like Joyce, which has the higher skill at the moment, which is 4 anyway, which is not great. Actually, it's the same as Lia. So yeah, Lia, you harvest too. I don't want Lyle with 1 to harvest at the moment. And should I actually make it so that only one of them does that? I mean, Lia has a passion for it. Let me compare once again, because I'm starting to forget already what they are good at and how I can employ them. Joyce, you are not our intellectual. You are good with animals and medical and construction. Yes, Joyce, construction. Lia, you are not good, but not good yet, but very passionate about plants. And you're our social, so you'll be our queen, most probably. And artistic and intellectual. And yeah, and you are the miner. You'll go mining. And cooking, maybe. Yes, Lyle, you'll be the cook. Are you the cook? No. How could I screw things up so badly? So you'll be the cook. You will not necessarily grow much. I mean, I can use you a little bit, but yeah, Lia will be... No, what am I doing? First choice. And yeah, and still I was paused. Why? Let's bump up the speed until night goes away. And we got a new day and a new season too, because now it is summer. And we should try to do a couple of things. One is harvesting all this rice, and the other is storing it in a way that doesn't totally destroys it. I mean, rice is not that perishable. Even at room temperature, it will hold for quite a while. Meat, on the other hand, would spoil. But, oh, wait a second, we have this thing in here. We built a passive cooler. Is it working? It has no setting, but if we compare these rooms that are around, well, ambient temperature, 20 outside, 20 more or less inside, this room in here is at 17. Can we do something to increase the insulation a little bit more? I think we can. I don't know this for sure, but I think that I saw temperatures get better, or I should say the air conditioners work better when you have double walls. Do I have enough wood actually to be able to do that? Probably not. So let me do this orders. I will use harvest fully grown, just because harvesting fully grown trees, I imagine, will net us more logs per time spent, right? I'm probably wrong, but I'm going with this for now. There's not a lot of fully grown trees around, unfortunately. So they are happily harvesting. Why is everyone... No, Lia is harvesting. Yes, and the others are sowing where she harvested. And they're also sowing potatoes. Potatoes, which is very cool. So now that we are starting to get a little bit of... Yes, exactly. We get braided. Absolutely, that totally derails whatever I was gonna say. There is one person, one Nobairo or Nyobairo, Nyovas, whatever. I don't know what kind of language people speak on this Rimworld. It might as well be something like or something like that. But worm, yeah, this worm of a person. I guess it's just one, right? Let me quickly check all the corners. Yes, it's one maniac with a knife. So let me get this to people that have ranged weapons. Let me select them. And do I want to get the dog also? I never tried this. It's not it's bonded. Yeah, bonded to Joyce. Does it mean that I cannot change, right? Can I give it to Lyle temporarily? He's not bonded to Lyle. But will he follow? Will you follow me in... What is this? Follow master while the master is drafted. Yes. Will you follow me while drafted? And can I have you guys to come in? Select you and come in here. Now this guy is still not attacking, right? He's preparing. Is Willow coming with us? I think he is. What a good boy. And while that happens, I want to quickly add... See, this is what I was talking about. This mod is amazing. I want to quickly add one bill to cook 4 simple meals. I want to do just this 4 for now, because I want to check whether rice or the meals spoil first. And based on that, I will decide how many meals I want to have in my makeshift fridge in here, which isn't much of a fridge. It's more of a cellar, I should say. Anyway, while I was doing that, these guys are in position, but I will get towards this worm. Let's be done with you. Actually, this is terribly inefficient. I really could have waited for him to come towards us, but anyway, too late now. So, yeah, he's in range. Nice shooting, guys. Go. Do it again and again. In the legs. Nice choice. Oh, right kidney destroyed. And it's done. And I will take this, and you know what? This dead shaman will be a treat for Willow. So, while you're at it, no. Undraft and undraft, and I want you to not equip, but prioritizing moving that and holding that. And let's immediately switch Willow's master, so that I don't forget, back to Joyce, and everybody is happy and their heart is full again. So, back to Joyce. What is Joyce doing? She's eating. Now she's going and talking to the dog, which is good. Handling. It's the action. So this is done. Still, nobody did any of this other stuff. But anyway, we don't really need the butcher bench much. This is the animal sleeping spot. One thing that I didn't do, but I could have, is going to production and making a crafting spot. Crafting spot can go in here for now. What can we do at the crafting spot while people meditate for the evening and then go to sleep? We can smash a mechanoid, make a tribal wear or a short bow. Should I make a short bow? Does it make sense to make a short bow for Joyce? No, because she will never do that. She is absolutely incapable of violence. Why am I pausing? I didn't want to pause. What I wanted to do is taking a look at this, because these knives are going to disappear if they are left outside. So I should think of a way to store them that preserves them a little bit better. So stockpile. What is this stockpile anyway? Storage? Oh yeah, this was meant exactly for that, but right now only contains wood. So let's make that apparel and weapons, or weapons and apparel. And what else? I guess components. Well, components are in here, but they don't need to be in there with the food. So let's do this, just because they are meant to be things that you craft with. Ooh, and the medicine I will store in here, though. They kind of benefit from being refrigerated, at least the natural ones. This is set to be preferred. This is set to be what? Preferred too. So, well, this is normal, right? Yeah, normal. The dead rats that are rotting, yeah, this is staying here, but really, I don't want rotting stuff. Rotten stuff must be out of the way where I cannot see it. So, for example, right in here. Storage, clear all, rotten. Actually, not clear all, but I should allow stuff like... well, everything really. Allow all, but only rotten stuff. Alright, all the rice is getting brought in. Joyce is working on that. Who's my cook again? Lyle. Well, Lyle, you do exactly what I think you should be doing. at the moment, which is nice. You might benefit from having a chair in there. Just because we crash landed in here doesn't mean that we shouldn't be at least a little bit comfortable. So how about that? Okay, let me check this now. This will spoil in 4 days. The rice will spoil in 39 days. So it really doesn't make sense to have more than, let's say, 8 or 16 of this at a time. So, let me try and do this the right way. I'm sort of confused by this, because when you do until you have X, X is multiplied by the fact that you cook 4 meals at a time. So I guess to have... So this would mean for... No, it stops. It says for... Wait a second. Heat wave? Okay, heat wave. I guess we will have to build a bunch of these. Anyway, let me finish my thought. Okay, let's just try this. 8. Will he stop at 8? Or at least if it gets to 7, I would find at most, what is that? 7 plus 4, 11, right? Right? I cannot do basic arithmetic. Heat wave. An unusual heat wave has begun. Heat waves can induce deadly head stroke. Stay cool, people, by building either a passive or electric cooler, or by getting deep underground, where the rocks are naturally cool. I always thought this. When you get really deep underground, those rocks are just cool by nature. Have you seen all those minerals? That's so cool. So, close. Why don't you close when I want you to close? Let's make more passive coolers, just because they are cheap and we don't have to research a thing. Actually, we wouldn't have to research this. How many components do we have? We have 30 components, but we don't have power. Power, not temperature. Where's power? Power is in here. Wood fire generator, 100 steel and 2 components, but it will take a little bit of time to do that. So let's maybe... And also I would have to make a bunch of vents everywhere, so it's probably easier, since this is only 50 wood each, to this will probably help contain the worst of it. Probably, maybe. And who's my plant cutter of choice? You all... Where is it? Plant cut. All of you can do plant cutting. I would like you to go to max priority in plant cutting for a second, because we need that wood to make these things. Now he will spoil in 1.5 days. I hope you'll get at least a bite. Does your area actually cover that? The safe zone? No, it doesn't. Let's do that. How do you get a bite if your zone doesn't allow for that? I brought that corpse for that sole purpose, for the dog to be able to get a free bite of something. Actually, let's not cover that thing in here. Okay, this is your safe zone. So everybody should be happily gathering stuff and chopping trees. Yes. But also meditating and then going to sleep. And yes, temperatures are rising quite a bit. I hope they don't get a heat stroke when they wake up. Should I force them to build at least a couple of these? Prioritize. Actually, no, don't do that. You're not good at that. Let's see if Joyce can build at least one before collapsing. And by the way, she still can. And is this working? Yes, at least a little bit. Please do the same for your sister and your brother-in-law. You don't want them to be sleeping in 40 degrees centigrade. I mean, it's still not deadly. Like, in Italy, it gets to 38. Usually not at night, during the day. Oh, yeah, this is much better. It's almost too cool, actually, 17. How does a passive cooler made of wood bring you to 17 degrees? I can't imagine, but... well, that's cool, by definition. Very cool. I'm thinking this can probably go even higher, so I may want to have you prioritize this and then this. Provided we have enough wood, but they are working on that as we speak. Nice, the training in hauling is going on. No, wait, you're working on the wrong stuff. I want to prioritize the passive cooler. Okay. I think this is a little bit more bearable now. So, let's think about research. What do we want to do? Would we like to do biofuel refining and get that? But I think we can already build wind generators or wind turbines. Yes, that it's very doable too. However, wind turbines, there's this thing that I don't like. Like they can provide a lot of power, but when wind stops, you get a heat stroke. Exactly. Well, you're outside with 49 degrees. Should I constrain you to be inside? Do I have a zone that says inside? Not yet. Manage areas. So this is more or less the safe zone. Let's rename this to animals, actually. And then let's do new area, rename, and let's say that this is inside. Now, expand area inside. Inside is all of this. All of this because I still want them to be able to work. And I guess I will have to add a corridor for you to go around. Something like this. And assign, no, schedule. Everybody inside and you too. So you guys will stay inside. There isn't much that you can do in here. I could have one of you start researching. Researching what? Biofuel. Because you can create biofuel out of wood, and that lasts many days actually. Like what, 6 or 7 days in the biofuel generator? And that's good power. So let's start with that. After that, I'm also thinking, why not try Devil Strand? If you start it early, I think, and you can get a good harvest, that's I think a very reasonable choice both for quality clothing but also for selling. So let's start with biofuel though. While that happens, should I try and place an order for a wood fire generator? And where do I want to put this? Okay, my answer for now is near the water, because I don't think we can build on the water, and also when we get access to the water mill. Actually, when do we get access to the water mill? Where is the water mill? Water mill generator, I'm an idiot. Don't do this. Do the water mill generator. It's the same amount of research and this is practically forever. And I hope it's more and I hope it's steadier than the wind generator, just because, I mean, water, should just flow constantly, right? Should I have you... Actually, this is a neat idea. Let me do this. Let me reverse your schedule. So what hour is now? It's 18. So you will sleep between 18 and actually you should start from, let's say, you should sleep during the hottest hours of the day. That's too much sleep, isn't it? But you can do this and wake up at maybe at 22. It will be more reasonable. So yeah, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sleep. And this can be, I don't know, like recreation? Let's see. Try it. Give it a shot, guys. You can sleep off the hottest hours. Will you do it? You could not clean. Well, I guess you could clean. Go in there, it's cooler. And yes, and then you will sleep. So you are regaining your energies, you are resting, and in a while you will wake up. And when you wake up, I can have you go around because hopefully it will not be 46 or something. Yeah, it's already 40, 39. Okay, now I would like you to wake up and do things like... I must place some orders first. Wood. Okay, there's a bunch of grown trees around here. So, a wonder joins. Who is this? Andrade. Andrade, you chose the worst possible moment. It's okay though. Andrade, what are you good at? Construction. Mining and melee. So, more construction, which I guess is good at the start. And a little bit shooting. And also reasonable in plants. Not much else, unfortunately. I like that you are both skilled and that you have a passion for mining. But you know what? We will have to think about where you can sleep in the next episode, because now it's time to take a break. So people, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Alla prossima!